Hi there, my name is Brian Dunnett, also known as Mr. Tidbit. How are you? And I'd like to welcome you to my best time to sell video. Yeah, just to expand on that thought, when is the best time to sell my home? Yeah, that's the question. And when I hear that question, I instantly think the best time of the year, okay? Perhaps you're thinking that too. And I could shed some insight on that. For me, I think there's no bad time to sell your property. Why? Because the buyer is always there. The market always exists, okay? Everybody has a different reason for wanting to move. So I'll give you a few examples here. If you've got 2 young children and you want to start them in their new school in September, then you're going to have to close in August, right? So you're going to be purchasing your home in May or June. So is it a good time to list your property in May or June? Absolutely, okay? Because somebody's there to purchase your home. Okay, maybe somebody wants to be in their new home for the holiday season come December. So guess what? They're buying in September or October and closing a little bit later in the year. Is it a good time to list your home in those fall months? Absolutely. Why? Because there's somebody going to be there for that purpose, okay? Same with the winter. Maybe they want to get in for spring and summer in their new home, so they're having to go out and look in the January weather, okay? It's a little bit colder then, but is it a good time to list your home in January? Sure, because there's going to be somebody there who wants to make that happen for themselves and of course create success for you. So it all depends on your personal situation, but I don't think there's really a bad time to sell your home. And what I have found is that there's maybe a couple of months that really aren't good to list your home, conversely, and one of them is April. A lot of people think, oh, well, the snow has melted, my home shows better, it feels cleaner, the grass is out, the spring is coming, I'm gonna list my home in April. But you know what? That increases the inventory and there's only so many buyers and you might not get the price that you're looking for. Same with July. You can list your home in July, sure. You'll get some action, but a lot of buyers, they're out doing outdoorsy things because it's really the first full month of summer, isn't it? And even in December, you can list your home in December, absolutely. But where are the buyers? Well, probably out buying other types of items rather than looking at houses. Maybe they're going to wait till the new year before they start doing something like that. So makes sense, right? Yeah. Now, best time to sell, not necessarily for the time of year, but maybe the type of market, okay? Maybe it's a seller's market. Should you sell in a seller's market? Absolutely. Why? Because inventory is low, the frenzy of buyers is high, prices are going up. But I always think about the stock market when I think about the seller's market, because you're never sure, all right, you're in this month, will the market keep going up? Maybe I should wait another 2 months, or suppose it starts going down and then you've lost that equity, right? So it's always a little bit of a dice roll. So again, you have to look at your personal situation. Maybe you wait until it's a balanced market and anything that you want to purchase, you can make a condition on your home selling and make it a little easier on everybody, et cetera, et cetera. But hey, talk to your realtor about all these choices, okay? Now, there's other, obviously, reasons for people to want to relocate and sell their homes. Again, it all comes down to personal situations. The best time for them, that's really what it's all about. So again, I'll give you a few examples here. You're a young couple, you have a child and one on the way. So guess what? Your home is now too small. You need a bigger home. I have to sell and get something bigger. Conversely, maybe you've got 2 or 3 children, they're in their 20s now, you've got this big house, but now they're moving away for work or school and now your house feels too big. I want something smaller, so you're forced to sell, okay? Seniors, there's always reasons why seniors want to move. Accessibility issues, maybe they feel lonely, maybe they feel isolated, maybe the cost is too much for them right now to maintain, maybe they can't maintain it, maybe the house is too big, so they might want to consider relocating, okay? Job transfer is always another popular one, from city to city, and a military relocation, okay? I've seen people go from one side of the country to the other because of those military moves. I'm forced to sell here because I'm being relocated somewhere else. Unfortunately, we get marriage split-ups, so hey, forced to sell the principal residence and divvy up the funds. However, marriage get-togethers. Perhaps you're 2 singles, okay, owning small condos, and you want to get together and find a single-family detached home. That's always a good thing too. Unfortunately, there's also financial hardship. Perhaps you've lost your job and you can't meet your mortgage payments, but there's still some equity there. So sell your home, get your equity, and keep your credit rating intact, okay? Estate sales is another unfortunate circumstance. Maybe you've lost a parent, no family member wants to take it over, so you're forced to sell that particular building and divvy up the proceeds accordingly. There's situations where you're a landlord and you don't want to be a landlord anymore. You don't own an investment property for too many years, so evict the tenant with the proper guidelines, of course, and sell it off, or perhaps sell it and have the new buyer assume the tenant. That's always a good idea too. And there could also be situations where I just need a change of scenery. I've lived in this neighborhood, but you know what? Now my neighborhood's too noisy. Maybe you've got some unruly neighbors that, you know, you can't live with. Maybe the proximity to your work or school has changed, so you said you need to change with it as well. I've even had people say, I just need to get out because I'm looking at the same houses and the same trees every single day, and they want a new view and a new way to access their personal subdivision, let's say, so they need a change of residence. I've seen people go from the country to the city and from the city to the country because they just need a change. So there's always that avenue too. And finally, I'm sure there's other examples, but I've had people buy a fixer-upper. Okay, so they're in construction, they like to fix it up, they live there 2 or 3 years, and guess what? There's nothing else to fix, so they want to sell this house and buy another fix-upper and start over again. So that's always fun as well. So really, folks, it comes down to the best time to sell. It's all depending on your personal lifestyle, isn't it? Your personal circumstances. And I always find it's great to write things down, talk out loud, and brainstorm, usually with somebody across from you. And you know what? We're here to do that for you, folks. If you'd like to shed some light on your future ventures and talk out loud with us, we would be more than happy to make an appointment and sit down with you. That is why we exist. We want to help you. We want you to succeed. And you know what? All you have to do is reach out, okay? So, till the next time, I hope this has helped you. All the best.